They told you that your thoughts were yours alone, locked away where no one could see. But what if that wasn't true? What if every thought, every fear, every intention was being watched, not by people, but by something beyond comprehension? The universe isn't passive. It's aware, it's listening, and it's responding. That strange sense of being observed, it's not just in your head. Science has already proven that the act of observing changes reality. But here's what they don't tell you. This isn't just about particles. It's about you. Your setbacks, your successes, even your coincidences are feedback. Life is a mirror, reflecting your awareness back at you. Most people stay blind to this, trapped in cycles they don't understand. But some wake up. They see the patterns, decode the signs, and rewrite their reality. The question is, will you? 1. The illusion of privacy. You are never truly alone. People like to believe their thoughts are private, that no one knows what's going on inside their heads. But is that really true? That eerie feeling of being watched isn't just your imagination. It's the universe reminding you that nothing goes unnoticed. Ancient wisdom and even modern physics suggest that reality itself is alive, aware, and constantly observing. The School for Gods teaches that life mirrors your inner world, reflecting everything you think, feel, and do. If existence is a conscious force, then privacy is nothing more than a comforting illusion. Ever walked into a room and felt a shift in the air, like something unseen was paying attention? That's not paranoia, that's awareness knocking on your door. Indigenous cultures have long believed that nature itself is an observer, that every tree, rock, and gust of wind carries a presence. Even science backs this up. Studies in quantum mechanics show that the mere act of observing something changes its behavior. If that's true at the microscopic level, why wouldn't it apply to the choices you make, the emotions you emit, the energy you carry? Think about it. If your inner world is constantly being mirrored back to you, then what you call privacy is just selective blindness. Ever noticed how people who are deeply insecure always seem to attract criticism, while those who radiate confidence pull in admiration? That's not random. The universe picks up on your signals, magnifies them, and serves them right back. You might lock a door, whisper a secret, or keep your thoughts to yourself, but the energy behind them is still being broadcasted loud and clear. And this isn't just about thoughts, it's about patterns. Why do the same kinds of people keep showing up in your life? Why do certain struggles seem to follow you no matter where you go? It's because you're in a constant feedback loop with reality, whether you realize it or not. If the universe is always watching, then the real question isn't whether you have privacy, it's whether you're ready to see what's being reflected back at you. 2. The observer effect. Reality changes when you are aware. Quantum physics has already shattered the idea that reality is fixed. Scientists discovered that particles behave differently when observed, meaning the simple act of watching alters the outcome. But if this applies to the microscopic world, what does it mean for your daily life? The School for Gods teaches that your level of awareness determines how life unfolds for you. The more present you are, the more intentional reality becomes. If the universe is observing you, then your awareness is the key to shaping what it sees. Ever noticed how things shift when you start paying attention? Maybe you felt invisible in a room, but the moment you stand tall and own your space, people suddenly acknowledge you. Or you've struggled with finances for years, only to realize money started flowing in when you became conscious of your relationship with it. This isn't coincidence, it's the observer effect in action. Reality adjusts to the level of awareness you bring to it, rewarding those who are fully present and engaged. And it's not just about personal experiences. Entire systems operate under this principle. Studies show that cities with active neighborhood watch programs experience lower crime rates. Why? Because awareness changes behavior. The more people pay attention, the less room there is for unconscious action. The same applies to your personal universe. When you become the observer of your own life, things begin to align differently. You stop being a passive participant and start directing the flow. So if life responds to your awareness, the real question is, what are you watching? Are you stuck in autopilot, letting unconscious thoughts and patterns dictate your reality? Or are you fully present, consciously shaping what unfolds? Because once you realize that simply observing changes the game, you can no longer ignore the role you play in creating your own reality. 3. You are not the thinker. Where do your thoughts come from? Most people assume their thoughts belong to them, that their mind is a private space where ideas are born. But science tells a different story. Thoughts arise before we even become aware of them. If that's the case, then where do they come from? The School for Gods teaches that the mind is more like an antenna than a generator, picking up frequencies from external forces. Some of these forces guide, while others mislead. The real question is, who or what is broadcasting the signals you're tuning into? Ever had a random negative thought pop into your head out of nowhere? Maybe you're driving, and suddenly a worst-case scenario plays out in your mind. Did you create that thought, or did you just receive it? Studies show that brain activity spikes before a person makes a conscious decision, meaning something else is at play before you even get involved. If thoughts come before awareness, then the thinker isn't the one in control. The observer is. The real power lies in watching your mind, not blindly following it. Think about it like this. A radio doesn't produce music, it just tunes into a station. Your mind works the same way. If you constantly absorb fear, doubt, and negativity, it's because you're dialed into that frequency. But the good news, you can change the station. Meditation, silence, and self-inquiry help retune your awareness, making you more conscious of the signals you accept. Instead of being at the mercy of your thoughts, you start choosing which ones to listen to, and this changes everything. If you're not the thinker, then who's really running the show? The moment you start questioning this, you step into the role of the observer, the one who sees the mind for what it is. And when that happens, you're no longer just reacting to life. You're watching, and when you watch, something even deeper starts to reveal itself. 4. The universe tests you through your own reflections. Life is not random and nothing happens by chance. Every situation, challenge, and coincidence is a precise reflection of what's happening inside you. The School for Gods teaches that the external world is nothing more than a projection of your inner state. If you constantly face resistance, struggle, or the same repeating problems, it's not because life is against you. It's because the universe is watching and testing your awareness. Ever noticed how certain patterns keep showing up in your life? The same type of toxic relationships, financial struggles, or opportunities slipping through your fingers. That's not bad luck. That's a mirror. If the same challenges repeat, it means there's something inside you that hasn't changed. It's like a video game. If you keep failing a level, the game doesn't just let you skip ahead. You have to master it. The universe works the same way. It won't give you a new reality until you prove you're ready for it. And it's not just about problems. Even your successes are reflections of your inner world. People who expect abundance seem to attract it effortlessly. Those who radiate confidence find themselves surrounded by admiration. The universe isn't rewarding them. It's simply responding to their state of being. If you want different results, you don't fight the mirror. You change the image it's reflecting. Shift your internal reality, and the external world will have no choice but to adjust. So, if life keeps throwing the same test at you, it's time to ask, what am I missing? What lesson haven't I learned? Because until you become aware of what's being reflected, the universe will keep testing you. And once you finally see it, a whole new level of awareness begins to unfold. 5. The unseen force that shapes your decisions. Have you ever hesitated before making a choice, as if something invisible was nudging you in a certain direction? That's not just intuition, it's something deeper. The School for Gods teaches that an unseen force is constantly influencing your decisions, guiding you toward growth or holding you back through unconscious patterns. Some call it universal intelligence, others call it the higher self. Whatever the name, it responds to your awareness, rewarding clarity and punishing unconsciousness. Think about the times you've ignored a gut feeling and later regretted it. Maybe you sensed something was off about a business deal, but logic convinced you to go through with it, only for things to fall apart. Or maybe you felt an unexplainable pull to talk to someone, and that conversation changed your life. These aren't random events. The universe is always watching, sending signals, but most people are too distracted to notice. The more aware you are, the clearer these signals become. This unseen force doesn't just guide, it also blocks. Ever tried to force something to happen, only to be met with resistance at every turn? That's not bad luck, that's misalignment. When you act from a place of fear, doubt, or desperation, the universe pushes back, closing doors that aren't meant for you. But when you make decisions from a place of clarity and trust, everything starts to flow. The question isn't whether you're being guided, it's whether you're paying attention. So, what's really making your decisions? You or the patterns running in the background? The more you step into awareness, the more you recognize when something greater is at play. And when you start watching closely, you realize that life isn't just happening to you, it's responding to something much deeper within you. 6. The power of awareness. The test you didn't know you were taking. The greatest test in life isn't about success, intelligence, or morality. It's about awareness. Most people are moving through life asleep, reacting rather than creating, unaware they are even being tested. The School for Gods teaches that the journey to mastery is about waking up, becoming fully conscious of your thoughts, emotions, and reality itself. The universe watches closely, waiting for the moment you take responsibility for your existence. Ever noticed how the same problems keep showing up for some people? They blame bad luck, society, or circumstances, but never stop to question the common denominator, themselves. That's the test. Life isn't punishing or rewarding anyone, it's revealing their level of awareness. The more conscious you are, the more you realize that everything happening around you is a response to what's happening within you. And the moment you see that, you stop playing the victim and start playing the creator. This test isn't graded on effort, it's graded on perception. Two people can experience the exact same event, but one sees a problem while the other sees an opportunity. The difference? Awareness. The observer effect applies here too. When you start truly watching your own life, the patterns change. You break cycles, shift realities, and begin moving with the universe instead of against it. Awareness is the doorway to mastery, but only those who wake up can walk through it. So how aware are you? Are you moving through life on autopilot, repeating the same lessons, or are you starting to see the patterns for what they really are? Because once you pass this test, reality itself begins to reshape, and that's when the real magic happens. 7. The mirror effect. Life responds to your state of being. Everything you experience is a reflection of your internal world. If you constantly face resistance, frustration, or setbacks, it's not because life is against you, it's because those same forces exist within you. The School for Gods teaches that reality mirrors your level of consciousness, shaping events according to your dominant thoughts and emotions. The universe isn't just watching, it's adjusting to the energy you project, responding with precise accuracy. Ever had one of those days where everything goes wrong? You wake up late, spill coffee on your shirt, hit traffic, and by the time you reach work, you're ready to explode. But was it just one of those days, or was your internal state fueling the chaos? The more frustrated you became, the more the universe reflected that frustration back at you. On the flip side, Have you ever been in a flow state where everything just clicked? That wasn't luck. That was alignment. The key is recognizing that you are the cause, not the effect. If you walk into a room expecting people to be rude, your energy will invite that experience. If you believe opportunities are scarce, your actions will unconsciously push them away. But when you shift your internal state, when you operate from a place of confidence, clarity, and abundance, the external world rearranges itself accordingly. Life isn't happening to you, it's responding to you. So if you don't like what's showing up in your life, the first step isn't to change your circumstances, it's to change your state of being. The moment you truly grasp this, you stop chasing external solutions and start mastering the energy you bring to every situation. And when that happens, something even deeper begins to reveal itself. 8. The hidden connection. Your energy aligns with the universe's response. Everything is energy. The way you feel, think, and project yourself into the world sends out waves of energy that the universe picks up and responds to. The School for Gods teaches that your energy frequency attracts corresponding experiences. When your energy is aligned with abundance, love, and peace, the universe aligns with you, reflecting those qualities back. The question is, what energy are you emitting? Ever walked into a room and instantly felt the tension? No one said a word, but you could sense the heaviness in the air. That's energy. Likewise, have you ever met someone whose presence felt magnetic? They didn't do anything special, yet you felt drawn to them. The universe works the same way. It doesn't respond to your words or intentions. It responds to your frequency. And that frequency is shaped by your emotions, beliefs, and level of awareness. Think of your energy like a radio signal. If you're tuned into fear, doubt, and lack, that's what you'll pick up more of. If you shift your frequency to gratitude, confidence, and certainty, life starts sending different signals your way. This is why some people always seem to attract the right opportunities while others struggle endlessly. It's not luck, it's alignment. The universe is watching, and it mirrors back exactly what you put out. So what station are you tuned into? Are you unconsciously sending out signals of resistance, or are you deliberately aligning with what you truly want? Because once you become aware of the connection between your energy and the universe's response, you realize that everything, every event, every person, every opportunity is simply a reflection of the frequency you hold. And the moment you start watching closely, an even deeper truth begins to unfold. 9. What happens when you watch back? Most people go through life without ever questioning why things happen the way they do. They assume circumstances are random, that events are disconnected, that they have little control. But the moment you start watching, truly watching, everything changes. The School for Gods calls this the moment of awakening, when you stop being just the observed and become the observer. This is where the illusion cracks, and reality begins to reveal its deeper truth. Think about it. When you watch someone, their behavior shifts. A child will sit up straighter when they know their parent is watching. A worker will be more diligent if the boss is around. But what happens when you watch yourself? When you observe your thoughts, emotions, and patterns without judgment? You start catching things you never noticed before. The way fear shapes your decisions, the way your assumptions create your struggles. And the moment you see it, you can change it. This is why awareness is so powerful. The simple act of watching transforms what is being observed. If you become aware of a limiting belief, it starts to lose its grip. If you notice how your energy shifts situations, you can start directing it with intention. And once you realize that the universe has been watching you all along, the real question becomes, what happens when you start watching back? You stop reacting and start responding. You stop playing the game unconsciously and start mastering it. So, are you ready to see what's really going on? Because once you start observing, not just the world, but yourself, You step into a whole new level of awareness. And when that happens, the universe doesn't just watch you anymore. It starts responding in ways you never imagined. If you want to elevate your vibrations and manifest with more ease, I have prepared something special for you. Click the link in the first pinned comment and join us in the journey of awakening your inner mage.